So we're here in Leonidas Cemetery in Leonidas, Michigan, to show you the final resting place of a man that was larger than life without being very large himself. The final resting place we're here to see today on this overcast, very windy Michigan day is that of Verne Troyer. Now, a lot of you guys probably know Verne from his most famous role being Mini-Me in the first and third Austin Powers movie. But Verne, let's rewind for a minute. Verne was born January 1st, 1969. So he was a New Year's baby. You know, started New Year's off right. Now, Verne stood at just 2 feet 8 inches, and that was because of a genetic mutation called
cartilage.
I just forgot it.
Was it cartilage hair hypodysplasia?
Yes, that's right. Cartilage hair hypodysplasia. Basically, you know, made short limbs, dwarf body, and just as big as he was going to get. Now, his parents were Amish, so he was born into an Amish family at the time.
And now, I will interject here, because driving to the cemetery, we actually saw an Amish buggy, and it excited me so much.
It was so cool, and it's still kind of, you know, it's windy and chilly up here, so like the thing was fully enclosed with like little windows on it. Coolest thing ever.
Now, we've seen them in Pennsylvania before, but it was kind of like we were standing off. We haven't passed one on the road or anything.
No.
But literally, I was like, what would they do if I just held up my phone like this? And then as we're passing, they had this little tiny window, and I could see somebody's face eyeballing me out the side of it. So I was like, well, it's a good thing I didn't hold my phone up.
Now, Verne would have another brother and sister of average size, but he said that his parents never treated him any different for not being a, quote, full-size person. He still had to feed the cows, the pigs. He had to carry wood in, carry bales of hay. They treated him like any other person. Now, his family would leave the Amish faith while Verne was still a kid growing up. And in Centerville, that's the town they lived in, he would go to that high school. He would often visit his Amish relatives in Centerville. Now, we fast forward to him in California. So in California, Verne would get his start at playing stunt doubles. His first job being that of the stunt double for one of the babies and Baby's Day Out. He'd have a few other roles playing stunt doubles in various movies, but his big break would come when he met with the director of Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. And
I gotta say, that was my favorite part of the whole movie, was him. Like, him, and whenever Mike Myers was in the fat bastard costume, and he was like, oh, I just want your baby. Get it in my belly.
Mike Myers was the co-producer, co-writer of the movie, and he actually Verne impressed Mike Myers so much with his acting and his auditions that they actually went back and rewrote the part for Mini-Me, giving Verne more time on screen, along with actually taking Mini-Me's death out of the first movie.
Oh, I'm glad they did that.
So yeah, originally he's supposed to die, and then actually bringing Mini-Me back for the third movie, Goldmember. So it looks like Renee has found Verne's resting place. Now, Verne would go on to pass away in 2018 in Los Angeles. And it was actually ruled a suicide by alcohol. And there he is.
So I've noticed that the gnats really like his headstone because there's really not a lot around any of the rest of them. They're just all kind of piled around his.
There's old Verne. He's got a nice headstone. Nice flowers. I wonder if he still has family in the area that kind of come by and take care of it. Like put the flowers and stuff. Or if they just have a caretaker, for the cemetery. Because this is pretty spread out, but it's not gated or anything like a lot of them are.
And it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of farmland through here.
They did put a nice picture up of him. It's like he's giving the peace sign like he would do with Mini-Me.
He actually had a YouTube channel too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or
he was in a lot of...
It was like he would taste hamburgers or something on it.
I think so.
We just got back from the grocery store. Everything that we need to make a burger, a mini burger, a slider. Making bison burgers. Somebody told me that they like it better than beef. So that's what we're going with. Luckily, we're making sliders. If I was making regular burgers, I wouldn't be able to get it in a ball. A little bit of Miracle Whip. Okay. For that tang. Now for a little bit of onion and tomato. Squish that bad boy down. If I say so myself, pretty damn good. Next time when it's nice outside, nice and sunny, go make some burgers. Make them sliders.
He had a lot of TV spots too. Several of them guest starring as himself, like he was in Trailer Park Boys, he was in Pauly Shore is Dead, and a lot of other TV spots.
WWE.
Yeah, he was guest on several, if I'm not mistaken, there's quite a few WWE episodes and pay-per-views. So he had a good career, and Mini-Me kind of sprung him forward.
What's wrong, Mini-Me? Something you want to tell us? No, we don't gnaw on our kitty. Leave me, no. Teething, yeah.
You never kill him when you get the chance to, and you're a big dope?
No. All right, give him his money.
Jesus Christ, he's tiny. Come here, I'm gonna eat you. I'm bigger than you, I'm higher in the food chain. Get in my belly.
So did he have like trouble with alcohol for a while?
It did say that in April of 2018, which wasn't too, much earlier, or practically the same month that he died, he was admitted to the hospital after an incident that occurred in his home, and he had previously been admitted to rehab to undergo treatment for alcoholism. Mm. He would be ruled a death by suicide from alcohol April 21st, 2018.
It's kind of an odd way, like, for it to be ruled alcohol, like, that was the reason for the suicide, because I would have thought it would have just been like maybe he was just drinking and he just drank too much, like on accident.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, I know people have problems with alcohol, like, or some are alcoholics, but this is the first time I've ever heard that a suicide be ruled by alcoholism.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I've just never heard of it.
It's a little bizarre.
His career spanned dozens of movies, but it was his role in the Austin Power movies that brought him fame. Verne Troyer was the diminutive clone to Mike Myers' Dr. Evil. At just 2 feet 8 inches, he was considered one of the shortest men in the world. But he also fought a lot of demons. The news of the actor's death was reported on his Facebook page this afternoon. The post reading, "It is with great sadness and incredibly heavy hearts to write that Verne passed away today." A cause of death has not yet come out, but his Facebook page was telling as to what may have happened to the actor. Verne was also a fighter when it came to his own battles. Over the years, he struggled and won, struggled and won, struggled and fought some more, but unfortunately this time was too much. The news came about 1 year after Troyer had checked himself into a rehab program to try and overcome his struggles with alcoholism. The post on his Facebook announcing his passing seemed to point to some sort of recent battle with depression, saying depression and suicide are very serious issues. You never know what kind of battle someone is going through inside. Be kind to one another, and always know it's never too late to reach out to someone for help. Troyer was born in Sturgis, Michigan with achondroplasia, a genetic condition that kept him less than 3 feet tall. Troyer's family says that he was baptized after he was taken to the hospital this last time.
Oddly enough, and I didn't know this till I was reading that he actually was in the first Men in Black movie, and it's labeled as the alien son.
Trip?
Diplomatic mission.
Duration of stay?
Lunch.
Any fruits or vegetables?
To transport from Gentleman.
Rest in peace, Verne. You were a good actor and a good comedian. Enjoyed your movies.
So I'm sure you've noticed on the top of his headstone, people are leaving, quarters and pennies. So we actually have a quarter. Most of the time we have absolutely no change or money, but we do have a quarter. And this quarter came from Illinois whenever we were at the old St. Patrick Cemetery. I found it in the grass when we were doing the Bloody Mary video.
It would have been really cool if it would have been a Michigan quarter, but it's not. It's crossing the Delaware quarter.
So we're going to leave my found quarter.
Well, that does it for us here in Leonidas, Michigan. Final resting place of Verne Troyer. Hope you guys enjoy getting to see his final resting place and hearing a little of his backstory. Not too much in depth, just enough, kind of thing.
I'm gonna leave his headstone with what he does in Austin Powers.
That's awesome. Special shout out to our VIP Road Warrior patron, the Crypt Lady. Thank you for your patronage each and every month. Greatly helps us out. And with that being said, you guys, catch you guys down the road at the next exit.
Keep it spooky.
Later.